Hi everyone, I hope you're really well. Yes, this is my what I got for Christmas video. It's a little bit later, I feel, than most of the people putting these kind of videos out there, but the reason for that is I did get mainly money for Christmas. I did get a few other gifts as well, but it was mainly money, so I have spent some of it and I wanted those things to arrive so that I could basically show you what I then decided to get with the money, if that makes sense. So let's see what I got for Christmas 2016. I feel like this kind of goes without saying, but I feel very lucky and blessed to have a wonderful family who've given me some wonderful presents. Although for the most part, most of us decided that actually we were going to stop gift giving this year, just purely because it was all getting a bit much, you know, so we were all completely fine with that. The present that we gave most people for this Christmas was a picture of me, my husband and my son, an updated one. Life's so quick, it goes so fast, you take lots of pictures, and we didn't really have many where it was the three of us sort of fairly nicely positioned and looking okay, so that was what we gave as our gift this year, along with a few little extra bits here and there. And like I said, we didn't really do a huge amount of present giving. It was mainly our parents giving us things, really. And of course, now that we've got a little boy, he was getting a lot of the presents, which was a lot of fun to watch him just completely destroying everything. The year before, so 2015, when he was 2, he kind of got a little bit presented out. He didn't want to open anymore. This year, he was wanting to help us open our presents. It was all just being like ripped apart. It was proper present fever. It was quite good fun. So what shall I show you first? I'll show you the bits that I got from my husband. He did look at the wish list that I had, and he got me this gift set from Lush, which was the Santa in space in this absolutely adorable tin. I think it's so cute. It's even nicer actually in the flesh. I think I've still got some of the stuff in here. Yeah, I've got a couple of the bits in here. Unfortunately, and you'll probably be able to see this if I take those bits out, can you see that there's quite a lot of powder left in there? One of the bath bombs was completely just powder, so I do need to email Lush about that. So that was really sad. I managed to kind of tip it in the bath and used it up. That was the Northern Lights bath bomb. It's like a big purple one. You also got in here, it smells really good, Twilight shower gel, which did also leak a bit as well, so I've not had much luck with this. An intergalactic bath bomb, a Big Bang bubble bar, which I've used already, which was amazing. It smelled really lemony and fresh. And Santa Fun, which is this stuff here, which it's not my favourite thing in the world. I think I've mentioned this before. It's like, it's okay, but quite often, especially during the holidays, I was having a lot of baths with my little boy, and I thought, well, this is basically like Play-Doh. So we had a conversation that went along the lines of, this is only for the bath, and Play-Doh is only for out of the bath. And then I crossed out everything that he actually understood what I was talking about. So we had a huge amount of fun playing with this whilst getting clean too in the bath. Not this one, because I haven't opened this yet, but in another gift pack I got, I had some fun in that one too, which I forgot to bring that one out with me, but I've pretty much used everything that was in there, and that was a gift pack from my father-in-law. I've basically had a few Lush bits for Christmas. I did speak to Francesca. Hiya Francesca, if you're watching. We spoke about the Lush Boxing Day thing that they do. I don't know if you had any luck in the end with placing an order, but I was in a queue to even just get into the website to order anything, because if you're not familiar, Lush usually reduce all of their Christmas stuff by like 50% on Boxing Day or the 26th of December, so it's a really, really popular time to buy up Lush stuff. And yeah, I was number 25,000 odd in the queue. A friend of mine was 8,000 odd. I managed to get in before her. Don't know how that happened, but I got in there and their website wasn't actually working anyway. Cut a long story short, eventually I managed to order some stuff, and I actually did really well, including I got a massive kilogram, I think it is, bottle of the Snow Fairy shower gel, which was half price, so I was very happy with that. Lush stuff for Christmas and birthday is pretty much something that I can guarantee because everyone knows that I love it, and I really, really appreciate getting it because I do indeed love it. The next gift from my husband, and he couldn't quite decide which other thing on my list to get me, but he ended up buying me this makeup brush from Too Faced with its little bow tie. It's the Mr. Right sort of, they're calling it a perfect powder brush, but I think it is a fairly multi-purpose tool in terms of powder. And I hope he's not watching this because I did ask for this, but I'm not sure how I feel about this brush at the moment. It's adorable, it's really cute, I absolutely love the design of it and the little bow tie, which I don't know if this is just a decorative thing or are you meant to do this to make the top of the brush more, you know, so that you could maybe, I'm trying to do my under eye area with glasses on, so that you could do this? I don't know. I don't know a huge amount about this brush. I did watch quite a few reviews and I didn't see anyone do this. So I don't know whether I am just making this up as I go along, I've discovered something amazing, or this was originally intended by Too Faced's design. I have no idea. But it's quite handy because it concentrates the bristles a little bit more. They're still really soft on the end, but if you just wanted it a slightly different shape, and then you can just whip it off and pop it back on the bottom again. I don't know. I'm experimenting with it. Predominantly I wanted it to apply blush, and it is lovely. It's very soft, but it was quite expensive, I think. It was £30, and I'd also put a very similar brush from Zoeva on my list as well, and part of me kind of wishes he'd got that one because you could pretty much get 2 or 3 brushes for the same price, and I really love Zoeva brushes. The jury is still out on this one. It's nice, but I am kind of glad it was a gift because I think it was a lot of money to spend. It's very cute though. It does look very nice on my kind of beauty setup area in the bedroom. Okay, on to the next thing that I got. I got a lot of socks for Christmas. One thing about me is I really love socks, particularly at Christmas. I know some people hate getting socks for Christmas, but for me, it's not Christmas if there aren't any socks. Basically, I'm very easy to buy for. If you buy me something from Lush and you get me some nice socks, I'm very happy and I'll have a huge smile on my face. I've not brought all of the socks out to show you because that would be kind of tedious and ridiculous. My husband bought me 2 pairs of kind of fluffy nighttime socks from Fat Face. One pair is like navy with white stripe and the other pair is light blue with little snowflakes on. They're really nice. But the ones I've brought out to show you, the ones that I got from my mum, look how cute these are. They've got little gingerbread on. So these ones have, and they've got like a little sweet design on as well. Little gingerbread house. Got a bit of glitter thread running through them. Little hearts around the top. Basically, she saw them and she couldn't resist them. And I don't blame her because they are absolutely adorable. And I think the reason why she'd gone for gingerbread is last year I kind of felt like I was just making gingerbread forever. Like autumn, that whole season into winter, I was making gingerbread for events that we had going on locally, for our soft play thing that we go to. It was just never ending gingerbread really. And they were amazing. I was really pleased with them, but it kind of become a bit of a joke of like making more gingerbread, like 80 or 90 a time. So it was quite a few. So yeah, Mum saw these and felt like I needed reminding of all the gingerbread that I'd made last year. This one has even got the glitter on his little bow tie, so really cute socks, love them. So now I'm kind of in the territory of talking you through some stuff that I actually bought with Christmas money. Some of it still hasn't arrived because I was taking advantage of the sales kind of as and when they were happening, and there was a lot of fevered activity of like, I don't want to miss out. I kind of hate the fact that the sales were starting on Christmas Eve because you just want a breather. I really wish that we could go back to when it was just the January sales and we knew that we could have that kind of breathing space over Christmas to not think about spending money because, alright, I could have just not spent the money, but at the same time there were some amazing deals out there and I didn't want to miss out. I don't want to pay more for something if I don't have to, really. I think most people are like that. So I think they do take advantage of it and I really wish that they would stop. But that little soapbox moment to one side, I got myself a new hairdryer. My other one was broken, unfortunately. I think I got that a few Christmases ago, actually, really cheap from Amazon. Can't remember what make it was, but it was only about £12. And yeah, it had broken on me. And I always keep an eye on Amazon's lightning deals that they have. And this one popped up, and it had really good reviews. It's by the brand, I don't know how to pronounce this. If it's American, I suppose it would be Wazor, which just sounds completely wrong. That sounds like an insult. But it's spelled Wazor. And you got 3 different accessories with it. A diffuser, which obviously I need. There's also your standard little nozzly thing. But one of the other attachments I brought out with me to show you, because I've never used one of these before, is one of these comb thingies. So it's very similar to the concentrated nozzle. And at first I was like, I have no idea how to use this. Is it just for kind of like adding volume at the roots? I was like, I have no idea. And I experimented with it and I just didn't get it. So then I thought, I know, I'll go back to YouTube and I'll watch some YouTube videos because there's always something there. And I've discovered how to use this now. And basically, I'm going to be using this, and I would demo for you, but I have literally just dried my hair, so I don't really want to go putting anything through it. But the way this is used is it's used to help straighten your hair. And I've watched a lot of videos online where you're kind of like pulling sections and they're just basically combing it through whilst it's drying, which I've tried, and I still ended up with a frizzy mess, but it felt really soft and smooth that if I then chose to go on to straighten it, I think the end result would be really well groomed, kind of straightened hair. So further experimentation is required with this, but it's a really weighty, nice hairdryer, and I love the ombre kind of copper to black design of it as well. I think it's really nice, and it was a bargain. I think this was half price on Amazon Lightning deals for just over £20, I think, so I'm happy with that. Next up is part of my plan to be much more organised this year. It goes along with stuff that I talked about in my New Year's resolutions video, so if you've not seen that, check that one out because I go into lots of detail about my goal setting for this year. But I picked myself up a Leuchtturm 1917. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, even though I've watched loads of videos on this. I just have a complete sieve brain. And I also got some Tombow pens as well to do some colouring in it too. Some of the other pens that I've got ordered aren't here yet. They should hopefully be here in the next couple of days. But basically, I'm going to be using this to be planning my life. I've tried other kinds of planners, but the bullet journal system really appeals to me. So I've not put anything in here yet. I've literally just got some pre-planning stuff of me trying to figure out what I want to be able to put in here. But essentially, I'm going to be putting all my YouTube planning in here, my weight loss, my fitness in terms of walking the dog, like how many miles I'm doing, our savings, all those kind of things is going to go into this bad boy. So if you're into planning and if you're into that kind of world, I probably will be uploading some videos on how I get on, because I cannot wait to get started, and it's so frustrating actually having it in my hands but not having the pen that I want to use to write in it. And yes, I know how ridiculous that sounds, but I am a little bit of a perfectionist and I want to really do the best job that I can with this, so that it's something I can be really proud of, that when I'm writing all of my achievements down in terms of my goals, it's looking really nice and it's something that I want to spend time doing. This is what I'm planning on doing during nap time and in the evening when I'd usually be stuffing my face with something. So that's the theory. The last 2 bits I've got to show you are makeup-y bits. These just literally arrived yesterday. I think this was from Space NK. They had a sale which was Christmas Eve, I think. So I was rapidly spending money that I was hoping that I was going to be getting, which obviously I did end up getting, thankfully. But both of these were half price. I did order a third thing, which was the Oskia Renaissance Cleansing Gel in the little cracker. That was half price. That went out of stock, so I didn't get that. But what I did get was 2 products from Becca. I've got their Perfect Skin Mineral Powder Foundation in Porcelain, and I have the Blushed with Light palette because I just can't resist blush basically. Both of these were half price. Everything in the Space NK sale went ridiculously quickly, so I'm glad I managed to get in when I did. But look, this foundation comes in its own little pouch thing, which I don't know why that is, but hey, this is what it looks like. Really nice packaging, and then there we are inside. So I think this is probably going to be a good match for me. They had all of the shades there, and I was literally like, oh my god, it's half price, it's Becca, it's a mineral foundation, I really want to try a mineral foundation. What shade am I going to be? I don't even have time to Google it, I'm just going to have to click something. And yeah, that's basically how it went. So I did go with porcelain, which I think was the lightest. I think that seems to probably be okay. And then, yes, this blush palette, which, yeah, the price on the back of this is £32. So really pleased to have picked this up half price. And this is what it looks like. So again, really nice packaging. It's another annoying one where instead of putting the names under each of the colours, they've got another one of these thingies, but I think, yeah, it's actually got the colours on the back. So in here you get Wisteria, Songbird and Snapdragon, and apparently two of these are like bestsellers for them. I think Wisteria and Snapdragon. Get a nice big mirror, which I will try and cover up so as not to blind you, but these are the colours that you get. Currently trying Snapdragon, I just couldn't resist but go for this one today. I don't know if it's showing up very well, but I don't have any colour blush like that at all. The other two I kind of have already because they're pretty typical blush colours, but this one on the end, I have nothing like it, and I am wearing it today. If you'd like a more in detailed review of that palette, let me know in the comments, and that's something I can do with swatches and things. And of course, because this is a foundation, I will be doing a foundation test on this at some point. I've got quite a few to test now. So there we have it, that's everything that I got for Christmas. Like I said, I do have a couple of other things on the way. I have placed an order with Tarte because they had free shipping, which included international shipping, and that's normally £15. And I think it was like 25% off, I can't remember exactly. So I'm getting their airbrush powder foundation, which I'm so excited about, and I'm also getting their shape tape, which I'm also unbelievably excited about. Two products of theirs I've wanted to try for a really long time. I've also got another makeup brush coming to go with the powder foundation from Beauty Bay, and a couple of other bits from Beauty Bay as well. And I think that's kind of me done in terms of my Christmas money. Yeah, doesn't last me very long. I just like to take advantage of the sales whilst I can. Like I said, I feel really blessed. It's wonderful to be able to be given money to then decide what you want to do with it yourself. I did get lots of chocolates and sweets and stuff as well, which have all been consumed. We tried to make sure that they were all gone in time for the new year because we just want to get a bit more fit and lose some weight. So that's it from me today. I hope you're all really well. Let me know in the comments what you got for Christmas and what you're really excited about. And I will see you again really soon for a new video. Bye!